Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of Zurkanrek in Anbennar, EU4. And in previous episode, we're kind of forced into a new war. There was the new religion forming up, and religious wars started pretty much immediately. Well, there was maybe a year in between. We managed to convert a lot of our core territories already. There's still a lot of the sort of peripheries that we haven't converted. Also, I just realized that we got the colony going in here, but we don't have the colonists there. I might as well send the colonists to speed things up a little bit there. But I suppose it might mean that this will then be following the religion that we follow now. Once it's done, maybe. Not entirely sure. We are having the... Oh, right, we don't have the blockade going in there right now. Let's send our fleet out again so we can get the siege done. And that way we can force them out of this war, hopefully soon enough. As someone willing to peace out. War reparations, 10 crowns. Alright, I mean, I don't get a lot of money from that. Except the war reparations, I guess. You know, that's at least one less enemy to worry about. If we have a look at the diplomacy map mode, there's still several enemies down here in the southwest. Which actually, they've got pretty strong armies there total. And oh wow, there's 5 shock general. Well, that's quite something. And then there's of course these enemies. I mean, that has been sieged down already. That's been sieged down. Was this one part of the war? Yes, it was. Maybe. I'm going to force you to give some money. Ooh, could I force religion? No. Not yet. But that would probably be the thing that I should be doing. Force religions. On most of them. So that we can stop this religious squabbling. And then we can start fighting for real. I'd say overall we are in a pretty good situation here for this war, and in general really. We got 87% already war score. Oh boy, that's quite something. How many of these are our enemies? This one's an enemy. So for peace, suggest demands. Give a province war reparations, some money. They would take that. Sure. Are you an enemy? I believe you are. Oh, but we need to wait for a day to send in another peace deal. Cede some provinces. We get some money. Basically no money though, but you know, it's... Oh, they would not accept that. Alright, how about we clear the offer. I'm going to force you to convert. And then maybe I can force you to give war reparations as well. And a few ducats. There we go, so that's another one of the war. Then there's this one, which is also called, occupied by Narkal. Maybe we can give Narkal one province, because they did convert. So you give that... Oh, you don't want to give it that province yet. Never mind. We could convert them, of course, but... We'll see. I mean, if we have a look at the religious map mode of the place now, so the Kalyan followers are definitely taking root in a lot of areas already. Still some more room for improvement. But the progress has been pretty decent, I dare say. Hopefully we can get this siege done soon as well, because that could be quite useful. Right, oh, that's been occupied there, and then there's some smaller armies in here. How much troops do we have on this siege here? Too much. 25,000 more or less. No, we only need 9. But the thing is, if I... Well, I suppose, technically speaking, I could probably move my troops out. No, they can't siege it down otherwise. Alright, well, I guess we'll stay there. At least not much progress was lost. Ah, but now we can get the Miltech. And I suppose since we are far away from most of the enemy armies, we can switch to the unit types already. Ooh. Right. There's the Vanguard or the Infantry. Infantry would be a bit more offensive. So we'd be able to deal a lot more damage on the combat. Or we take the Vanguard and we take a lot less damage from the shock. Well, somewhat less damage than there. So I think we're going to take that. It's going to be a more survivable army. It might not be dealing quite as much damage, but we are trusting on our numbers right now in general anyway. But it's going to reduce the amount of manpower that we'll lose in the combat most of the time. Right, so are you willing to take a peace deal yet? Not yet. So that's going to have to wait. Is there anyone else that is... Well, there's probably a few others that would be willing to take the peace deal soon. Is this one? I don't know. That's an ally. There we go. Siege has been won. Oh, we forced their fleet out. Right, well, I'm going to send this one down south to start clearing out some of the other enemies. We've got pretty decent ship, or the navy in here. Oh, and there we go. Some more galleys arrived there. So this is going to be a victory. And yes, we shall send a delegation. Nothing was captured. We may need to go ahead and repair the ships, though. Right, so you might be willing to take a white or some sort of peace deal. Let's suggest demands. You'll be giving a province. Sure. I'll get a bit of money at least. And some of these heretics will then give up their territories. Oh, naval tech. We could probably get a bit more diplo points. I think that will be useful. Right, so that's been already seized down. What would you take as a peace deal? Right, you'd be ceding your province to someone else. Oh, it's this one. It's actually allied with the... Oh, you don't want to take that peace deal yet. Never mind. Let's figure out if there's any armies over here that we could beat. Also another enemy out of the war soon. I mean, we've got the capital at least. If we start sieging down this fort here, we'll got a bit of a chance at least to force them out sooner. Plus the cannons and the 2 siege pips make quite a difference on there. There we go, that's another 2 conversions done. And now we've got 90% religious unity already, so that is really good boost there. And the amount of rebels that might spring up is going down further and further. It's only 8,000 now, so it's only half what we have armies in here. So that's good news for us. They've moved some of their troops down south further. Let's have a look at the... So, is there anyone that's got... Okay, well, you might take the peace deal now. No? No, not yet. Okay, how about we clear out the offer. I'm going to force you to switch your religion. I'm going to force you to give me some war reparations. And then, is there any revoke cores? No, I don't think you need to remove that core. I suppose we'll just take the money. How about that? That's another enemy that we don't need to worry about. At the rear there, and I suppose this one... Well, I do want to give this province to my ally, I guess. Oh, and there goes the rebellion. They're all the way to the east. I'm going to wait over here until this siege is done. If we lose a little bit of land there, it's not too bad. It means that we might not be able to convert some of the things for a while, but we'll get back to that eventually. And we're finally getting some of the coring done over here. So that is also going to be quite useful. We can turn that into a state. Start getting some of the cores already. There's 0% chance of winning this siege right now. But once we get this siege done, what we'll probably do is we'll start heading back north again. Clear out some of that mess. Our ships have probably repaired. Yeah, I'm just going to move them back to the port there. There's not too much over here. I suppose there is actually one province of... Oh, wait, no, you are out of the war. Oh. When did I let you off the hook? Oh, it was that one. Right. Never mind. But they did give a province out, didn't they? So I suppose they didn't get off the hook for free. And there we go. We're now making 2 ducats per month again. And more provinces are being sieged down over here. It's not great. As soon as we get this siege done, we can send out the army to the north. And that's another 2 conversions done. There's not a lot of places that I can convert at this stage, though. Yeah. There's missionaries now in these 2. But I suppose we've converted most of our nation already, so that definitely helps a long way. So, potential rebels from that is definitely reduced by now. I've still got okay governing capacity as well. I've got another 340 points. Well, 333 points left over. Right, but they're slowly getting control. Oh, there we go. Siege done. Alright, time to head north. And then head over there. It's going to take a while for them to realize which way they want to be moving, so that gives us a bit more time to act. Now, we can't call that because it's not controlled by us. At least the Federation is not in crisis, at least nominally speaking. I'm going to wait until I can pay off the loan, I reckon, because the interest rate right now... Well, it's only about a third of what I could say. It's not too bad. But it's not great either. Oh, and my allies are now swarming in there. Right, I guess at this stage, this one would probably... Oh, no, you wouldn't take a peace deal yet. Alright. Who else are we fighting? So it's that one, that's the leader. This one is in a coalition already. What would you take as a peace deal? War operations, some crowns. Alright, I mean, it's going to give us a lot of money from war operations after this war. And this one, can we get any sort of peace deal? No, not yet. What about this one? They're willing to give a lot of land away. Sure. And there's this one, which I suppose we'll need to wait for another day. No, but you're not willing to take any peace deals yet. So they're down to 5 nations versus us. Is that... Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's another one. Right, let's have a look. If you'd be willing to take the peace deal yet. No, not quite yet, but in a few months they should be. Where's our... Oh, our army got stuck. Right, well, I guess we'll go the other way around then. Let's move my fleet down this way. Make sure that that is open. I thought that my armies would be already in there. Right, so how bad was our current ruler? Babbling buffoon, so I guess we're going to go for another diplomat. Hopefully we can get slightly better traits this time around. And such that we can maybe keep... Oh, well. Embezzler, that's something we can work with. It's not great, but, you know, it's not the worst. But we've got a lot of Republican tradition by now, which we kind of need to start utilizing. Go. Oh, right. How much do we need? 112 ducats. Okay, so we just need to wait at least 1 more month before we pay off the loan. Although, I suppose... Oh, it's going to expire later this year, so we can just hold on to that in case we need money for something. Foreign plots. I'll speak of the devil. We can spend 10 Republican tradition to get 160 ducats. Well, I guess we'll take that, and we'll also pay off the loan now. We'll still have 160 ducats, which, to be fair, what we should probably do is go ahead and build some buildings. Workshops? Are those any good? Not necessarily. I mean, I suppose that could be decent, but it's not perhaps the best. I mean, we could put barracks there for a really good boost for manpower. You know what, we'll do that. Not that we're running low on manpower or anything like that, or force limit in general, but getting that done certainly wouldn't hurt. And now we're going to beat down this rebellion here. Once and for all. Well, we might have to DC some of the areas, but there's someone already helping us a bit. That's good. Oh, wow, they got pretty good morale there. We got the numbers, we got the cannons, although the cannons this early on aren't necessarily that great. It's mostly for sieging. But they do a bit of damage at least. Oh, there we go. Reinforcements have arrived. And attrition minus 20%. Good. Ah, we can now start converting another province. One over there in the corner. And we can also make that into a proper core there. That's good. Center minority dwindles. Oh, that's one of the first provinces over here. Right, so it's now into minority instead of majority. So the local unrest is going to be reduced. Because it's not really tolerated population in here. There we go. So that's now all that cleared off. Oh, now we can go through... Oh, there's a bit of a rebellion over here. Maybe we should go ahead and help that. I don't necessarily want to have too many rebellions happening right now. Speaking of which, we do have a bit of separatists potentially plotting down here. I guess we'll be fine for the time being. Right. So you probably want a peace now. No, not yet. It's still 1 point away. I guess we'll need... If we wait for 1 more month, let's actually go to speed 4 while we wait for that. We might be able to make you take that peace deal, or just not take the money, I suppose, but that's not enough either. Ah. Oh, there we go. Now it's down to 4 of them. So there's this one, was it that one? No, that one's no longer in the war. This one is, though. But let's have a look. What are you willing to give? You're giving that to someone. Oh, that's occupied by the Federation leader. Oh. But they wouldn't be willing to take that, because no forts have been occupied there. Alright, well, what about we just do a full-on peace now? Actually, no, we're going to check this one first. What are you willing to do for peace? Ah. they'll be pretty much annexed. But they would not accept that yet. Maybe if we leave them that one, they would be more willing to take the peace deal, maybe get a bit more money out of it. And maybe war reparations. That'll probably do. So that's got a lot of an area here now, but that's one less enemy to worry about. So there's only 3 nations at war at this stage, or on the enemy side at this point of the war. And there we go, we engaged the rebels down here, and since they had no leader or anything, we were in rather strong in comparatively. Right, we are still a little bit behind. Oh, right, we never could. Right. We never embraced the colonialism yet. Still in a lot of money to actually get that. There we go, most of the conversion has been done. That definitely helps. And the merchant guilds are fairly loyal by now. We can just get a little bit more loyal. Oh, well, actually. How soon is some of these... The Diet Summon is going to expire in about 11 years. That's not going to help us right now. Is there anything else? Oh, actually, I know. Once we re-elect our leader, that's going to allow us to... Oh, unconditional surrender. Alright, well, let's have a look at the peace deal then, that you'd be willing to do. We will enforce our gutters on them. Peace offer value is pretty high. We get... Wait, what do we get? Some aggressive expansion? How? Why? What? Or where? I mean, there's something switching hands there. But that's not us directly. Ah, they will convert. Right, so that's a little bit. They'll pay a bit of money. Sure. For Cullion, we prevail. After years of war, we finally prevail. No longer will religious tension tear the Federation apart. We are united, and now we might finally break the shackles of conflict and discord that have held our people back for the from the greatness that is their birthright. There we go. Their side lost a lot more troops than we did. I also got a lot of money during that war. Right, so we could do the financing fight, but I'd rather not do that right now. Rest of the Federation war. Oh, right. Rebuilt. Oh, interesting. Wait, hold on a minute. Where is that province that needs to be had there then? Oh, over there. Interesting. Well, I don't think I can do that one then. Someone needs to do that. Oh, we lost the colonial enthusiasm. Alright. But we've got our troops in here. Let's just move them back home. Maybe make sure that we don't have another revolution brewing up somewhere. Plus, we got a bit of treasury still. Oh, right, where's the fleet? Let's bring the fleet back home. Suppose we should also go ahead and build up the shipyard in here. That's going to be our first course of action. We got the fort in here. We could probably mothball the fort at our capital for the time being. We will need to get a fort down this way, I reckon, as well, somewhere. Maybe on the forest of the center of trade. That could probably be a pretty... Oh, treasure fleet departs. Oh, right. First of all, we will send a delegation. And journey begins. We'll try to sneak past them. We'll see if it works. And there we go. We've got some more buildings done. We've got the barracks done in here now. So how much can we have? We've got a max of 28,000 manpower. Alright. Oh, the Age of Green Tide is ending in 10 years. Which means that we won't be getting any more of these. I mean, we've got maybe one province. Well, we'll probably get a second province colonized before the end of this era anyway. Speaking of which, I suppose we might want to recolonize that one. Or we could do... Oh, is that? Okay, so that's the entire state already there. That's the entire state. And is this one... Right, so it continues all the way there. So we could technically colonize that one. Just get another full state there. Or we could start working on the area in between here. So I can slowly make sure that no one else gets sort of in the middle there. You want military access from me? Sure. Oh, right. We have no... Oh, we're no longer a rival. Oh, I only have one rival at this stage. Alright then. I mean, we've gained a lot of influence, let's just say. How much do we have development total? 222. Okay, I mean, it's not too bad. It could be better, of course, but it's a good enough start. Right, over there, there's potential for some revolutions. I mean, not too badly, but there's some potential in a few places, but I'm sure that that will be fixed now. So I think once we... Oh, we could seize land again. Adventurers would not like that, though. We could summon the Diet, I suppose, alternatively. We didn't get too much, well, I mean, we did gain some crown lands at one point or another, but I think we gained a lot when we were getting the colonialism. So that's one of the things to take into account, but that would be potentially another revolution to fight off. Well, if we summon the Diet first, then it's not going to be too bad, but at the same time, that means that the merchant guilds... I suppose if we take the merchant guild mission, if they have any, well, they don't have any. You want to get base tax in that one to 4. I mean, that's doable, I guess. Or will need to be a subject. Or may just want me to improve relations. How bad relations do I have with that nation then? It's not great right now, but I suppose it can improve fairly soon. Except that relations, so that's plus 10 at least. I don't think we necessarily need to worry about the mage's loyalty right now, so I'm going to go with the clergy proposal then. Get this one a little bit higher on the taxes there. That's already done, we get a bit of prestige. And now we got everyone at least somewhat happy, so we can see some more lands. The loyalties are going to drop, admittedly. But then once we... Oh, there we go, 45% crown land already. That's going to be good. So when does the absolutism... Age of Absolutism, so I'm guessing it's going to be something like the Age of Witch Kings. Because I'm pretty sure that it doesn't start with the Age of Unraveling yet, does it? No, probably not. Right, so we can get the diplomatic finally, although we haven't embraced the institution yet, so we probably should wait on that one. There's only 400 ducats right now, we don't have that, of course. But we are now gaining 5 ducats per month, so if we just wait... Oh, and we just got another province fully embrace it. So there's a chance that we'll get some more of these soon enough, so I don't know, 200 ducats is probably something that we'll need to embrace it eventually. Let's go ahead and send the colonists down that way. We can get at least one more for 6 development total. Oh, and that's ivory there. Oh. Oh. Complaints about official. Greedy and cruel person. The local populace have gathered to petition to have him removed. We can execute the official, -2 corruption, and +5 republic tradition. I mean, I don't see a negatives in that. Oh, and establishing the mainland trade. More trade efficiency for 100 years. Small amount of standing. I'll take it. It doesn't cost me anything, so, you know, it's the only good thing. And we can get that coring completed. Over here, so that's all now dealt with. We don't have a lot of defenses in here yet, so that's something that we'll need to worry about at some point. Sell a province. Or sell us the province of... Oh! For 50 ducats. I will buy that. Thank you very much. If I don't need to fight for it, that's fine by me. I mean, it's a hecking... Oh, hold on a minute. The Federation Linguistic Academy. Though the peoples of the Lake Federation share common culture and nominally a common language as well, different regions have developed their own dialects. This has unfortunately impeded the free flow of people, information and goods. To reduce these barriers, the Federation Linguistic Academy was founded to create a standardized, proper form of the language. Certain elements of the court believe speaking the same language as our neighbors will ease our future expansion into their lands and so encourage us to join it. Others, however, believe in maintaining our distinctive regional character. We can gain a lot of standing. Idea cost goes down. Innovation gain goes up. I mean, it's a bit of diplo and admin points, but that's not too bad. But yeah, the innovativeness will be quite nice to have. And now we are getting more land over here. I mean, getting this natural harbor in here. How much do we have? We've got 41% of the trade power in here now. So that's pretty good. And how is the institution spreading? So it's 26, 48, 56. It's going to spread it to this one probably next, because that was already getting it from the get-go. Ah, we lost our commandant. Oh no. Now, what do we have options here? We've got morale of armies. That's probably good enough for now. Oh, we can get the... Oh, it's the... Oh, right, so we're 7 years ahead of time in the Miltech, so we'll get the naval drill. Oh, if we can get the Silken Sea, that would be less unrest as well. That would be quite nice. And reducing the naval attrition would be good. So we've got a lot of good potential. Oh, right. How long have we had the... I'm just going to get claim there. We didn't have a claim in here. But, you know, slowly but surely I can get maybe more of this territory for myself. They might not like me, but, you know, it's how it is. The quality of the troops is impressive. We rule. 10 prestige. I'll take that. And then we were still saving the money for the institution. The sooner we can get that, the better. Still needing about 400 ducats total. Aha. New magical guild members. The nature of the decentralized magical guilds in our realm make it magic accessible to most people. This year's guild intakes are higher than ever, and is sure to prove a boon to strengthen strength of the mages in our country. So they'll get a bit of influence. That's probably fine. We haven't actually done any spells in a long while, though. Of course, most of these cost money, and we don't really have a lot of that. We can get the defensiveness. Narrow award for defensiveness on capital. 8 constructions, but that costs us a lot. Of course, it reduces the construction cost, so if you're going to build a lot, then that could be useful. And of course, the plant growth, that would increase the devastation. So that is a bit of a problem. Just going to close the menu. I'm not going to do a spell right now. Fleet returns. We're caught by the pirates. They lost a bit of money. And slightly damaged, but that's not too bad. We've still got a decent chunk of money overall, so now we just need to get... Oh wow, 10 ducats per month. And we got some bandits somewhere. Which area is that? Is that? Hold on a minute. That's next to our capital. Bloody hell. So that's Roman robbers. We need to call in the... Actually, we still got the sponsored cell swords there, so we don't need to do anything. It'll get dealt with soon enough. Right, so if we want to get this one as quickly as possible, we're going to take 2 loans. We've got pretty good income, so we'll be able to pay these loans probably in time. Now we can get the institution embraced, which means that the tech cost is going to be reduced. We can get that, save us a little bit of points, and I think we can also get the Draft Fishing Act completed and implement regulation. And now we're going to get the Federation of People. That's a little bit prestige and opens up more of the things. Oh, of art and poetry. Oh, that costs 350 administration power. That gives a reduction of national tax for 5 years, but monthly splendor. Oh, actually, we're going to wait until we get to the next age then before we do that one, because the extra splendor is going to be quite good in there. I mean, I don't know what exactly there's options for us in the next age. Probably similar to what there, but like if there's any nation specific for us. Probably not, let's be honest. Ooh, we're one of the great powers. Impressive, we're number 7 at that. Interesting, let's just out of curiosity, if you were to pay off your debt, I'm pretty sure that you've got some loans going, don't you? Take on debt, you've got 112 ducats, so no wonder that you sold the province to me. Alright then, and you, we've got a truce with still. How's our standing in the Federation, by the way? Very high, we might actually be elected as the leader soon, and that means that we can start expanding again without having to ask the permission. We might actually want to save up the money. Oh, right, I suppose we'll help the locals there again. At least the colony will spread a little bit faster. How much? We've got still 100 months before the Age of Green Tide is ending. But anyway, we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if we have it already. Also, the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.